United are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Akanji makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, first and foremost, Peter, he's a solid defender. Never one to lose his man or get too distracted on something else. But he's also a very good footballer, more than capable of starting a counter-attack by picking out a telling pass from the back.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Timber. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. And he shoots! And that would have been some goal.
Bruno Fernandes really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's having a pop! Oh, it's come off the upright. And it's Pirlo. Tries one from range! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pirlo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he welcomes it in. Messi. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
And here's the chance to counter. Tries to play it through. Rice has it in a wide position. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neither side yet able to find the net. Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now that's well seen too.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Spain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Zambrota plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Baresi. Rice. Looking tidy in possession here. Cruyff. And a chance! In he goes again. Goal! Spain! And there is your opener. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He sussed the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Half an hour played now. Kimmich to Messi. De Rossi. And that is a little undercooked. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Panucci is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ferdinand. Oh, he's been caught napping! Now, can they get him away? Maldini. And it's Maldini. Bale concedes a free kick for that. Rice. De Rossi, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Panucci finds himself offside. And that is the end of the first half. Satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So the action resumes.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, well hit, very well hit, actually. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. De Rossi. And back to the goalkeeper. Buffon, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. Zambrotta. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Rice. Mbappe! Seedorf. Oh, they could break here. Bale. Seedorf. Aimed beyond the defence. Zambrotta. Manchester United still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Tries to... And the finish! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Zambrotta. And back to the keeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy and smartly reclaimed. Kimmich running with intent. And here's Mbappe. Space for him to turn and look. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Ferdinand is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. Zambrotta. For De Rossi. Kimmich. And it's Messi. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Bale. Lovely feet. And the shot! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Zambrotta. And it's with the keeper. Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Back to the keeper it goes. Into the last quarter of an hour. Messi. De Rossi. Messi is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Bale. Takes a shot! And there's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Rummenigge getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Baresi cuts out the pass. Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Manchester United found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Now it's Seedorf. Rummenigge.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 minutos de descuento.
Timber. He's picked his way through. Now it's Messi. Nice control. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Seedorf. Ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.